You're watching high school sports on the YDL Sports Network.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in North Central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. We've got a great one on hand for you this afternoon. It's a rematch of last year's District 9 Class 2A championship game between the Otto-Eldred Terrors and the Clarion-Limestone Lions here from Strattonville CL High School. Chris Rossetti alongside Terry Dryhop. And Terry, it really doesn't get much better than this.
Geez, for a Saturday afternoon, Chris, I can't think of anything I'd rather be doing than broadcasting this game.
Otto-Eldred comes in 13-0. Is it lucky 13 for the Terrors?
I think it will be. I think if you look at the stats, if you look at the numbers, I think CL's got to have a really great game to beat them today. But, hey, you never know what's going to happen. Again, it's a Saturday. Most kids aren't used to playing on a Saturday. It usually gets them started out a little sketchy just because it's not a day they normally play basketball. At least that's what, from my experience, I've seen. But I think it's going to be a real good game.
Yeah, CL is 7-7. They have won 4 in a row, though. And of those 7 losses, 3 by 1 possession and a 6-point loss.
That keeps coaches up at night. Those 1-point loss, those are the ones that the coach lays in bed and thinks about what could we have done different to get 2 more points to win that game.
We'll be back here in a moment. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
A good garbage company is like a good sixth man. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and operated and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Are you ready for a new home? Building a new home has never been easier when you use Showcase Homes. Customize the home of your dream with our modular components and let the Showcase Homes team of experienced home builders bring your dream to life. From design to construction, the Showcase team has more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Showcase Homes is your experienced new home builders in Butler, Grove City, Slippery Rock, Clarion, and all of Western Pennsylvania. At Showcase Homes, we bring your dreams to life. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
It's back once again, bigger and better than ever. Join us for Winterfest 2024 at Chapman State Park on February 3rd from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. for a day full of fun events and activities for the entire family. All the familiar favorites are back, like the organized mountain bike ride, sled dog ride, sledding, kayak sledding races, and of course the Salvation Army Polar Plunge. All new events this year include horse-drawn carriage rides and a cardboard sled race. Make plans to join us on February 3rd at Chapman State Park for Winterfest 2024. Find out more at warrenwinterfest.com.
For residential and commercial construction services you can trust, call Delta Contracting and Design Incorporated in Strattonville today at 814-764-5506. Or if it's concrete and excavating work you need done, then call Ace Concrete and Excavating at 814-764-5551. More on both Delta Contracting and Design and Ace Concrete and Excavating can be found at delcondesign.com. That's DELCON design.com.
Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000.
Back here at Clarion-Limestone High School on the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball, getting ready for Otto-Eldred, Clarion-Limestone. Let's take a quick look at some of the key players on both of these teams. Terry Dryhop, 4 guys averaging in double figures for Otto-Eldred. Landon Francis, 16-2. Manning Splain, 14-8. Sheen Thomas, 13-6. Brax Caldwell, 10.8. Lots of juniors in that group.
Well, I'll tell you, as a coach, having 4 kids averaging double figures is a dream. I mean, who are they going to guard? They gotta pick somebody, and I'm anxious to see what kind of defense CL's going to come out in. See if they have defense to guard those guys man to man with the averages that they're having.
Clarion-Limestone, the Triple J attack. Jace Ferguson, Jack Callan, and Jack Craig. 14.4 points a game for Ferguson, 13 for Craig, 10.9 for Jack Callan. They also are a tough defense.
Well, and I'll tell you, again, 3 guys in double figures. Again, a coach's dream. I think this is going to be a tale of defense because these kids can score. Both these teams can score. It's a matter of who's going to play the best defense.
They can score. 66.3 points a game for Otto-Eldred, 58.8 a game for CL.
Wow.
Otto-Eldred, though, they haven't given up more than 30 points since a 51-50 win over Salamanca on December 30th.
Wow.
Part of that, a league that they play in. It's outside of maybe them and Cameron County, the rest of that league a bit down. CL, I would guarantee you, has played a tougher schedule with the likes of Farrell, Oil City. They have a big win over Clarion. I think CL is a little bit more battle-tested.
I agree with you 100%, and I think, Otto-Eldred just traveled over 2 hours to get here. They've been sitting on a cold bus in frigid temperatures, and I'm anxious to see how they come out and start the game today.
Folks, we'll be back here on the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball. It is the Icy Inc. pregame show.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Centered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising for the 21st century. Nothing to sell, nothing to hand out, nothing to do other than shop like you normally do. Have everybody that you know download the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app and use it to pay at any of our 300 plus national brand partners. Then watch the money roll in. Learn more at tapandpayplus.com.
All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
Back here, it's time for the national anthem. It's now time for our keys to the game, brought to you by the Rehab Centers, with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion and Brookville. RehabCenters.com, the Old English spelling, RES.com.
Well, Chris, let's start with Otto-Eldred. Keys to the game for me, you got 4 kids in double figures. Those kids need to continue to score and keep their team in the game. CL, you're going to have to hold them 4 scores down if you're going to win this game. I think it's going to be a fun, exciting game on a pretty blustery Saturday afternoon.
It's now time for our starting lineups. First for Otto-Eldred, they'll start Manning Splain.
14.8 points a game.
Landon Francis.
16.2.
Davey Schenfeld. I don't have his on there, sorry.
5.8.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you do. You sure do.
Sheen Thomas.
13.6.
And Brax Caldwell.
10.8. Not a big team, Chris. Not super tall, but can score.
So now for the Clarion-Limestone Lions. Jace Ferguson.
Jace averaging 14.4 points a game.
Paul Craig coming off of a 23-point game as a freshman.
Wow.
Ty Rankin.
Jack's averaging 10.9 points per game and can hit the golf ball an awful long ways, Chris. And Jack Craig, the 5th, averaging 13 points a game. Also a pretty good golfer, I might add, Chris.
We'll have those starting lineups on the bottom of your screen here in a moment for you. As we get ready for the Home & Specialty Realty first quarter. Home & Specialty Realty. Why do I always say Specialty Realty? It's Specialty Roofing.
I'm not sure, Chris.
Skip, I think you should do Realty from now on.
Yeah, just change your business name because Chris can't say it.
Home & Specialty Roofing in Oil City. Call today for an estimate. 814-676-8024. That's 814-676-8024. Home & Specialty Roofing in Oil City.
I'll tell you, Chris, I got to give credit to all these fans. There's a lot of people here for being so cold out today.
A lot of people from Otto-Eldred,
yeah.
Considering the snow and stuff that we've had over the last couple of days. Pretty impressive.
All right, here we go.
We'll see how we'll have it to start the game, and it's Jack Craig immediately. Oh, he gets rejected by Sheen Thomas, who just got way up there.
Wow, that ball was almost at its apex when he grabbed that thing.
So Sheen Thomas showing off that athleticism right out of the gate. Wears the pink shoes in honor of his late mom, Ing Thomas. Died of cancer. Here's Callan off to Craig. That's Jack Craig. Jack to his younger brother, Paul. Paul, three-pointer in the air, no good. And we're going to get a foul there on Ty Rankin.
Tell you, Otto-Eldred playing a real tight man-to-man defense. Looks like CL Chris is going to come out in a full-court man-to-man press to start this game.
Get it into Thomas. Thomas will hand it off to Manning Splain, who will bring it up. He'll get it over to Landon Francis. Francis looks to set the offense for the Terrors. Lost it, though. Jack Craig takes it away.
Tried a backdoor cut pass and got deflected.
Both Craig boys, the son of first-year head coach Patrick Craig, taking over for longtime head coach Joe Ferguson, the most successful coach in Clarion-Limestone history. And then Thomas gets a hand on it and knocks it off of Craig.
Boy, Chris, I didn't see that. I didn't see Craig tip that. I thought the kid from Otto-Eldred is the one that hit that out. I think the Otto-Eldred coach kind of helped out that call a little bit.
An experienced, good. Ooh, that was real close one over and back there. We have an experienced, good refereeing crew here. Roger Walter, Eddie Baumkratz, and Justin Buffano. There's a nice pass to Thomas. Can't finish, though. Rebounded by Ferguson. Ferguson wants to push. Now he'll slow it down and hand it off to Jack Callan. Back to Ferguson. Now to Craig. I've dubbed them the Triple J attack. I kind of like that.
I like that. That's good.
Here's Paul Craig. Paul Craig has it taken away by Francis, and then Francis falling to the ground. I guess he didn't get the pass off before he went down. He gets called for the travel. Hey, Landon, if you're going to travel to Warren County instead. Warren County Visitors Bureau, wcvb.net/events. Upcoming Winterfest in Warren County next week. Don't miss Andy, or 2 weeks, I'm sorry. Don't miss Andy Close take the polar plunge.
Oh, my. Polar plunge. Better him than me.
Ferguson, little roller. Good.
It's a nice move.
I guess a roller is kind of like a rolling runner.
I guess.
It's a Saturday.
That's a word you just made up.
It is. Francis across the timeline. Francis looking, gets it off to Sheenfeld. Sheenfeld, no good. Rebounded, taken away by Callan. Here comes Jace Ferguson. Ferguson across the timeline. Now gives it off to Jack Callan. Jack Callan to Rankin. Rankin lays
Nice
it up
move.
and in.
Nice baseline drive.
Francis will cross the timeline. He'll hand it off to Sheenfeld. Sheenfeld over to Thomas. Thomas.
I just don't think Otto-Eldred's been real happy with their shot selection so far in the first 3 minutes.
Splain with it. Splain gives it off to Thomas. Thomas has a little trouble with the dribble. Does find Sheenfeld. Now back to Francis. Landon Francis is going to get fouled by Jace Ferguson. Will be the second foul on the Lions. First on Ferguson. Thomas will take it in the backcourt and hand it off to Splain. Manning Splain will bring it into the front court. Hands off to Landon Francis. Francis back to Thomas. Thomas driving, layup.
Nice,
good. And it's going to send him to the Tedesta Butter Supply free throw line for an old school 3-point play.
Nice drive, went up with the left hand, kissed it off the glass, and got fouled.
That foul is on Jack Craig. It's his first, team's third.
It seems to me, Chris, and it just made me, that Otto-Eldred's having an issue with the ball. It's almost like it has too much air in it. If you watch him dribble, it's dribbling really high.
Misses the free throw. So now Ferguson hands off. Jack Callan, three-pointer in the air. It's an Allegheny Electric triple for Jack Callan. 7-2. Delta Contractors run to start the game for the Lions. Drum being built by Delta Contractors and Design. Caldwell skips it out to Francis. Francis now to Thomas. Thomas wants a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Jack Craig. Jack Craig is going to want to push. Jack Craig all the way. Jack Craig. Oh, Sheen Thomas with his second block shot of the game.
Came out of nowhere for that block.
Couple of substitutions. Cohen Kemmer and Jesse Sawicki into the game for CL. And now
Nice
Jack
move.
Craig smooth to the hoop. And we're going to get a timeout call by Otto-Eldred. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10, sports.com.
For residential and commercial construction services you can trust, call Delta Contracting and Design Incorporated in Strattonville today at 814-764-5506. Or if it's concrete and excavating work you need done, then call Ace Concrete and Excavating at 814-764-5551. More on both Delta Contracting and Design and Ace Concrete and Excavating can be found at delcondesign.com. That's DELCON design.com.
It's back once again, bigger and better than ever. Join us for Winterfest 2024 at Chapman State Park on February 3rd from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. for a day full of fun events and activities for the entire family. All the familiar favorites are back, like the organized mountain bike ride, sled dog ride, sledding, kayak sledding races, and of course the Salvation Army Polar Plunge. All new events this year include horse-drawn carriage rides and a cardboard sled race. Make plans to join us on February 3rd at Chapman State Park for Winterfest 2024. Find out more at warrenwinterfest.com.
Back to live action, and Splain misses the three-pointer. Now the ball's on the ground.
Good hustle.
Isaiah Demsick into the game for Otto-Eldred on a Showcase Homes substitution. Here's Paul Craig, or Jack Craig, I'm sorry, no good. Jack Craig gets his own rebound in the paint. Little left-handed runner, no good. Gets it back, though. Puts it up again with that left hand.
He did not give up on that play.
I think what you're seeing right now is a team in CL who has played a lot of good teams and a team in Otto-Eldred that just hasn't been challenged in a while. They're getting used to the speed of the game right now. And now Jack Callan says, get that out of here. Here comes Ferguson the other way. Ferguson, little pop jumper, no good. Rebounded by Splain. Hand off to Francis. Now to Demsick. Demsick will get fouled by Callan, who doesn't like it.
4th team foul, Chris. Next one, they'll be shooting.
The first on Callan. The only good news for the Lions is they've been on 4 different guys.
You're right.
Demick will go to the line to shoot 2. Tionesta Builder Supply free throw line. Tionesta Builder Supply with locations in Tionesta and Shippenville. Your locally owned and operated home improvement center. So now CL is going to sub in Rankin, and I think Paul Craig came back.
Yes.
Demick will look for the second one here. It is up. It is no good. And they're going to get a foul, I do believe, on Caldwell. It'll be the first on Otto-Eldred. No, they're going to actually charge that one to Schoenfeld. So Schoenfeld on the foul. Last 2:45 of the Home and Specialty Roofing first quarter. Been pretty much all CL so far. Three-pointer by Sawicki. No good. Rebound tipped back out by Rankin to Ferguson. Ferguson wants to lay it up and in.
I'll be honest, CL is just outplaying Otto right now.
And Otto is going to take another timeout. We'll be right back.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
You're getting a little...
Back here, it's been all Clarion-Limestone in this first quarter. They lead 13-3 to the shock of, I think, a lot of people in this building.
Well, including me, Chris. Including me. I haven't seen either team play, but right now CL is just out hustling, out rebounding, and outplaying them right now.
Derek Francis wasting no time, taking 2 timeouts here. Here's Demick, no good, rebounded by Rankin. Craig across the timeline. Hands it off to his younger brother Paul, now to Sawicki. Hunter App into the game for Otto-Eldred. And now we're going to get a timeout called by CL. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network.
Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000.
So our third Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout of the first quarter, Terry. You don't see that very often.
No, I mean, that one I think was a timeout to avoid a turnover possibly. But you're right, 3 timeouts in the first quarter is an awful lot.
I get why Derek Francis is taking his. His team is not playing very well. Now Demick will get fouled here. He's trying anything to get them into this game, including having both Caldwell and Thomas on the bench right now, maybe just to take a look and see what's going on. Here's Callan off the glass, no good. Rebounded into the hands of Manning Splain. Manning Splain ahead to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld has it tipped out of bounds by Rankin. It'll remain Otto-Eldred basketball with 1:39 to go here in the Home and Specialty Roofing first quarter.
Otto needs a score here, Chris. I mean, they've scored 1 bucket and a free throw. They need a score here.
Here's Francis. Landon Francis Picked up by Jack Craig. Gives off to Schoenfeld. Now over to Splain. Now back to Francis. Francis over to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld takes it hard. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Callan. Callan gives it off to Ferguson. Jace Ferguson across the timeline. And we're going to get a kick. Now Roger Walter warning Derek Francis to get back.
I missed that. Was he out of the coaching box?
Yeah, or he was a little close to the sideline. I'm not sure which, but they're still having a discussion about it. And now Splain picks up Craig. Craig all the way to the basket. He's going to get it to go. Jack Craig has 6 here in the first quarter, which is double the amount that Otto-Eldred has as a team.
Very true. Very true.
That's the second now on Demick. And Craig at the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Demick. How much longer do you go with Sheen Thomas and Brax Caldwell on the bench?
I think at the end of this quarter, you'll see him check back in.
Here's Francis. Schoenfeld, back to Francis. Francis jumper. No good. Rebounded by Callan. Seemed like a little bit of a forced shot. It also seems like CL's length is giving Otto some trouble.
Yes, I believe you're right.
Here's Callan. Callan off to Ferguson. Ferguson three-pointer in the air. No good. Rebound tipped out. Taken away by Ferguson. Ferguson gives it off to Callan. Callan's going to get fouled. Callan's going to make it. And Callan's going to go to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line. And now it's a 17-3 run being built by Delta Contracting and Design for the Lions.
A little unfortunate for Otto. One of their players got hit on the rebound and was kind of out of the play. And his man was wide open for that layup, and he got fouled. And just kind of an unfortunate situation for them. I think he got hit in the face.
That is Splain. So they're going to have him checked out on the sideline. They're going to have to bring somebody in. Got to bring somebody in, Coach. There you go. As they're checking out to see if maybe he was cut above the eye, possibly.
Maybe.
So Thomas will re-enter. Yeah, it looks like he might have gotten a little bit of cut on the upper eyelid area. Callan's free throw is up, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. 17-3 in favor of the Lions.
They got to get a score here.
Here's App to Thomas, Thomas to Francis. Francis turns. Francis is going to draw contact, and he'll go to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
Otto's just not gelling very well on offense. They seem a little out of sorts right at the moment.
That foul is the second now on Jack Craig, so that's a big one. As Francis hits the first on the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line. So now Craig will have to check out, and Cohen Kemmer will check back in. Second shot coming here for Francis. Gets that one to go too. Ferguson with 9. Ferguson around everybody, gets to not go, and then almost throwing it away was Dempsick, and now needing to throw App, and that won't get off in time, and that'll bring an end to the first quarter. It was a first quarter owned by the Clarion-Limestone Lions. They lead 17-5. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
Thanks. Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
Back here, start of the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter.
Boy, all CL that first quarter, Chris. Otto's got to put something together here.
Davey Shenfield, by the way, not Sheenfield. I apologize to Davey on that. Here's Francis, three-pointer in the air. Oh, he buries it. It's an Allegheny Electric 3 for Landon Francis.
That's only their second field goal, I think, of the game.
That is correct. Kemmer, Paul, Craig, Rankin, Callan, and Ferguson out there for CL. Splain, Francis, Caldwell, Thomas, and Shenfield for Otto-Eldred. Jace Ferguson's just one of those rare, fantastic athletes. Here's Splain. Splain, jumper from the free throw line. Good. And all of a sudden, here come the Terrors. Down now by 7. Ferguson off to Kemmer, inside to Callan, and walk. They called a walk on.
He did. He walked
Callan.
first.
Okay.
I mean, he got popped in the face, but it was after the whistle blew. It was a little unfortunate for him.
Now Kemmer's going to check out, and checking in is, I think, Sawicki. Yes, on a showcase home substitution here in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Valentine's Day just around the corner. Stay and play package. Now we're going to get a touch foul on Sawicki. They're calling this one tight. There's no question about that.
Well, I mean, when you're posting up on somebody, you can't touch them from behind, and maybe that's what he did. I couldn't see it. You're allowed to have an arm on them until they get the ball, and then that's it.
Thomas can't get it to go. Rebounded by Rankin. Here's Ferguson. Walk. Jace, travel to Warren County instead.
That's right.
Warren County Visitors Bureau, WCVB.net/events. Upcoming Winterfest, January 3rd. Andy Close taking the polar plunge.
Andy, you can tell us how it was.
You guys can listen to Andy Close here in about an hour, maybe a couple hours, as Andy's got the Red Bank Valley DuBois Central Catholic girls game from Penn State DuBois coming up.
Chris, what would be the chances of him getting mic'd up for that polar plunge?
Not good.
Not good.
Francis misses the 3, rebound by the Lions.
I would like to hear what he's going through when he jumps in that water.
It would ruin our equipment.
Probably, but it'd be good radio.
There's Craig off to Ferguson. Now here's Callan with it. Callan, tough shot.
That's a tough shot. Real tough shot and a good shot.
I missed it.
They called a travel. He must have traveled before the foul again.
A couple of times we've seen, hey, it's gone one. Each team's got that now.
Absolutely.
With the basketball is Sawicki, and out of Ferguson. Callan with it.
Otto's in a little different kind of a zone defense right now.
Ferguson,
Nice pass.
Great pass. That's a daddy's dish to Jesse Sawicki from Jace Ferguson. And we're getting an offensive foul here after the steal, I think, on Ferguson.
Yeah.
It is. It's going to be his second, so now foul trouble starting to become a deal for CL as Jack Craig with 2 checks back in. Kemmer back in as well. So now 2 guys on the floor with 2 fouls, and Ferguson and Craig. CL not as deep as they were a year ago when they beat Otto-Eldred in the district title game. Here's Francis. Francis off to Thomas. Thomas to Splain. Splain wants a 3. It won't go. Rebounded by Callan. Callan gives it off to Jack Craig. Jack Craig finds an open Sawicki. Sawicki thought about the 3, but Thomas cut him off quickly. Here's Craig. Craig, oh, what a move by Jack Craig.
It was a great pass from the opposite sideline.
And now it's back to a 13-point lead for CL. So just when it looked like Otto had gotten things settled, CL answered back with another Delta Contracting and Design run to go back up 13.
Otto is relying on a perimeter game right now. They don't seem to be keeping the ball inside very long.
Francis, runner in the lane, no good. Rebound, and we're going to get a help ball between Callan and Caldwell. And on the pizza possession arrow, it is Clarion-Limestone basketball as the Lions are subbing back in now. Paul Craig and Ty Rankin, as Ferguson will take a seat with those 2 fouls. Craig across the timeline. Craig to Kemmer. Kemmer inside to Rankin. Rankin back out to Kemmer. Kemmer three-pointer on the way. He banked it home.
I did not hear him call that from the side, Chris, but I'm assuming he probably did call it.
That is a tough bank shot, too.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Here's Splain. Otto down 16. Caldwell to Thomas. Thomas doesn't want to take it. Here's Francis. Francis back to Thomas. Has a little trouble with it. Now Francis. Francis, deep three. No good. Rebounded by Craig. Craig tries to go to Callan, who just uses that height to get it. Can't get it to go, but Craig with the height and the layup.
Just outplaying him right now, Chris.
I know.
Outplaying
I know Derek Francis doesn't want to use a third timeout, but Terry, if he doesn't, this game might be over by halftime. 18-point lead for CL. Here's Francis. Francis jumper on the way. He gets it.
That's a nice play. Nice shot from the sideline or from the side. They got to get a stop here. They got to stop this scoring barrage that CL is just having their way with them on the offensive end.
They're getting killed on the offensive boards right now. Here's Paul Craig off to Jack Craig. Jack Craig to Kemmer. Kemmer three-pointer.
2 in a row.
Cohen Kemmer with another Allegheny Electric three. The CL crowd is electrified as they're up 19 here late in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Splain will try to answer on the other end. He does. And now timeout call by CL. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
Back here after the Luden's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning timeout. It is 31-15 in favor of Clarion-Limestone, and I'm not sure a lot of people saw this coming in the first half.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Chris. I did not, but what I am going to say is Otto's playing a much better second quarter than they did the first. So hopefully 16 minutes off a bus is going to help them out starting that third quarter.
Here's Kemmer. Kemmer gives it off to Ferguson. Ferguson to Rankin. Rankin working on Thomas. Now back to Callan. Callan wants a three. Callan's three rims in and out. Rebounded by Francis. Francis gets it ahead to Splain. Splain hands it back off to Landon Francis. And now Francis is going to get fouled by Callan, and that's going to be his second. And now those fouls are starting to add up for CL. They're not going to be able to be as aggressive in the second half.
And that was kind of an unnecessary foul. He's on the sideline. He's 26 feet from the hoop. He didn't have to make that foul.
Third team foul of the quarter. Here's Francis. Francis to Demick. Demick back to Francis. Francis to Splain. Splain wants the three. Splain's three won't go.
It's got to follow that shot.
Here's Callan. Ferguson across the timeline. Ferguson to Callan. Callan, and it's kicked out of bounds by Splain.
I will say this. Jace Ferguson, when he gets that ball and is penetrating, fast breaking down the floor, you got to be paying attention because that ball's coming at you.
Callan three-pointer, no good. Rebounded, though, Rankin, but he loses it. Splain has it. Still think Otto's relying a little too much on the three here.
No question. No question.
Thomas gives it off to Splain. Under a minute to play here in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Here's Caldwell inside. Caldwell, nice move. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Rankin, and he stepped out of bounds.
I think he was expecting contact there from Jack Callan, but unfortunately Jack has 2 fouls. He can't give him much contact.
Demick to Splain.
They need a score here.
Splain gives it off to Caldwell. Caldwell gives it to Thomas, now to Splain, now to Francis with a half a minute to go in the half. Here's Thomas. Thomas from just inside the line. No good. Rebound comes out to Ferguson. Ferguson wants to push. Ferguson guts it to Kemmer, who got behind Thomas, and Kemmer lays it up and in.
See, that's a great fast break. Otto just didn't get back.
Still an 18-point lead for the Lions. Francis with it. Francis off the Splain. Short three-pointer. That's short. Rankin the rebound. If he'd be just smart to just hold it, they do. Ferguson does throw it, but it'll be way long. And an end of a fantastic first half. If you're a CL Lions fan, they lead 33-15 at the break. We'll be right back after these messages.
A good garbage company is like a good sixth man. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and operated and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Are you ready for a new home? Building a new home has never been easier when you use Showcase Homes. Customize the home of your dream with our modular components and let the Showcase Homes team of experienced home builders bring your dream to life. From design to construction, the Showcase team has more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Showcase Homes is your experienced new home builders in Butler, Grove City, Slippery Rock, Clarion, and all of Western Pennsylvania. At Showcase Homes, we bring your dreams to life. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
It's time for the Potter County Family Campground halftime show. At the Potter County Family Campground, your outdoor adventure starts here with family and friends. They can accommodate your camping needs, whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins. They have a camping experience for you. Open year-round and located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. It's time for All-American Awards and Engraving Statistics. All-American Awards and Engraving will put almost anything on almost everything. New shirts. The design came the other day. They should be ready next week for our award shirts coming from All-American Awards and Engraving.
But that Jim Carroll just gets after it, doesn't he, Chris?
It does. Always has, always will. Taking a look at our stats for Clarion-Limestone. Big first half for Jack Craig with 10 points. Colin Kemmer with 8, all in that second quarter. 7 points for Jack Callan. 4 for Jace Ferguson. 2 for Ty Rankin. 2 for Jesse Sawicki. For Otto-Eldred, 7 points for Landon Francis, 5 for Manning Splain, 2 for Sheen Thomas, and 1 for Isaac Demick. We'll be back here with Terry's thoughts on the first half after these messages.
For residential and commercial construction services you can trust, call Delta Contracting and Design Incorporated in Strattonville today at 814-764-5506. Or if it's concrete and excavating work you need done, then call Ace Concrete and Excavating at 814-764-5551. More on both Delta Contracting and Design and Ace Concrete and Excavating can be found at delcondesign.com. That's DELCON.
Are you are you looking Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000.
Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising for the 21st century. Nothing to sell, nothing to hand out, nothing to do other than shop like you normally do. Have everybody that you know download the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app and use it to pay at any of our 300 plus national brand partners. Then watch the money roll in. Learn more at tapandpayplus.com.
All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Yeah, that's great.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Back here on Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball inside the Potter County Family Campground halftime show after a first half that couldn't have gotten any better if you're CL, Terry Dryhoff.
Well, I'll tell you, I was going to tell you, hats off to CL for those 16 minutes they just played. They came out at the tip and were after it, up and down the floor for 16 minutes. They're shooting the ball well. They're playing great defense. They're rebounding well. I mean, CL's coach needs to be extremely, extremely happy with that first half. Now, on the flip side, Otto-Eldred still in the locker room with 4 minutes to go in halftime. Kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. They didn't rebound well. I didn't think they played very good defense. I'm gonna kind of give it to the bus ride hangover from 2 hours. I'd like to see them come out and really be aggressive, taking ball to the hoop and playing better defense and doing a better job boxing out. But CL's got to watch. They got 3 guys with 2 fouls starting this third quarter, Chris.
Now, one of the reasons that Otto-Eldred wanted to play this game was as a measuring stick, a barometer. And now they have 16 minutes to show what that barometer, what that measuring stick really is for them.
And I agree with what they're thinking there, because as a former coach, I love to play teams outside of my conference to see how I would measure up against other teams. And I think Otto-Eldred is finding out how they measure up against CL.
We'll return here in a moment on Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Back here at Clarion-Limestone High School, getting ready for the Tap and Play Plus third quarter. Tap and Pay Plus, fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. tapandpayplus.com. That's tap the letter N plus.com. Just coming out of the locker room was the Otto-Eldred Terrors. Terry didn't even do any warm-ups in the second half.
Well, I'm pretty sure Coach Francis was getting them focused on what he wanted them to do the second half to get back in this game.
Francis, Splain, Thomas, Caldwell, and Schenfeld field out there. And Otto turns the ball over right out of the gate.
Here's the tough one of that, Chris. They called him for a reach, but when he went in for that layup, he had 4 CL arms in his face and nothing was called. And I think that's what Coach Francis is kind of upset about right now.
Yeah, foul's on Landon Francis, his second. Ferguson across the timeline, tries to pass it to Paul Craig, but Paul Craig didn't break. Kind of like a wide receiver and a quarterback who are on different pages.
Yeah, and sometimes things work out. Otto gets the ball back. They really need a score. They need to get this game under 10 points, Chris.
Francis gives it off to Thomas. Thomas now to Shenfield. Now to Splain, back to Thomas. You really need to get Sheen Thomas going. He's got 2 points so far and hasn't even looked to really shoot after an early part. Now Francis steps out of bounds. I also think that the physicality of CL is bothering Otto-Eldred right now.
Yeah, that point exactly with what just happened. He got a little body and he fell out of bounds and unfortunately turned the ball over.
There's Jack Craig to Paul Craig.
Nice
Paul
pass.
Craig to Rankin. Rankin lost it, but gone to Callan because it's been that kind of day for CL. But now it's taken away by Shenfield, and Shenfield will lay it off. He won't get it, but he will get fouled, and he will go to the Tenessa Butter Supply free throw line to shoot 2.
And I believe that is the third on Jack Craig right out of the gate.
They did get that on Jack Craig, and that is 3 on him.
They got to be careful and getting in foul trouble.
DuBois Central Catholic defeats Kane 62-48. A little bit of a free throw discrepancy in that game, Terry, 37-15.
Oh, my.
As
Cohen Kemmer comes in for Jack Craig.
Shenfield hit the first one. He'll get the second one.
Oh.
That one's short.
Oh, should stay here.
It does.
Yeah.
It went off of Rankin. Yeah, 37-15 foul shot discrepancy in that DCC Kane boys game. It's going to have a few coaches on one side not real happy. And now a turnover as Ferguson steals it. Here's Kemmer to Paul Craig, and then Paul Craig loses it out of bounds. And seen early on here in the second half, Paul Craig kind of looking like a freshman a little bit.
Yeah, a little sloppy here coming out, but he'll get it together.
Don't want to be too sloppy when your dad's the head coach.
That's very true. Very true.
And now Craig's going to get called for a foul as he held Francis. So be interested to see how Patrick Craig handles his number 2 son of 4.
Oh,
also has a daughter.
You got to take that to him.
Here's Splain. Splain in and out, no good. Thomas, though, strong rebound and put back.
That's what they need, Chris. They need some offensive rebounds for some scores.
It's
Great
a
example.
Larson's garbage service. Offensive rebound as Thomas cleaned up the trash, and Larson's garbage service has come to take it away. And now another turnover by CL. From Patrick Craig, I might call timeout, even though it's a 15-point lead right now, just because my team hasn't come out and played real strong here in the second half.
They haven't scored yet, and they've turned the ball over 3 times.
There's Francis. Francis looking around. Francis will find Shenfield. Now back to Francis. Francis,
Short.
long 3. No good. Rebounded, though, by Splain. His putback rims in and out. It's been rimming in and out a lot for the Otto-Eldred Terrors today. Ferguson will slow things down. The CL looks to set something up. A great job by Francis on Craig there. But, great pass by Rankin to Ferguson, and that's going to lead to 2 shots for Jace Ferguson.
Give credit to Jace Ferguson on that. They were overplaying him on offense. He just took off to the hoop for a nice backdoor layup attempt and got fouled.
So that foul is on Splain. It'll be his first. And Ferguson's first free throw from the Tennessee Butter Supply free throw line is up and good. As Hunter Apple check in and Manning Splain will check. Oh, no. Caldwell will check out. And now Sawicki will replace Jack Craig and Charlie Hepfel in for the first time, replacing Ty Rankin. These are all Showcase Home substitutions. You'll never have to substitute your next home build when you use Showcase Homes. Online at visitshowcasehomes.com. Second one rolls in. Back up to an 18-point lead for the Lions. 17-point lead for the Lions. Forgot the point for Otto-Eldred on the
nice backdoor cut.
And here's Francis, and
nice
it won't
try.
go, but he will go to the line to shoot 2.
That was a great backdoor baseline cut. A nice pass from the wing. Just couldn't get it to fall.
It'll be the first foul on Ferguson. Third foul on Ferguson. So Ferguson now with 3, but another missed free throw. That's starting to add up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 missed free throws for Otto-Eldred in this game as well. But you talked about the foul trouble for CL, and it's starting to get there. Now the question becomes, as Francis hits the second one, can Otto take advantage of it?
That's the key. And how well can CL play with those couple guys in foul trouble?
Sawicki with it. A little trapping defense being utilized here by Otto. Ferguson to Hepfel, back out to Ferguson.
Oh, nice pass.
What a pass to Sawicki. My goodness. It's a daddy's dish for Jace Ferguson. A couple of them to Jesse Sawicki. You'll never have to worry about what you're dishing out for dinner when you go to Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion, and now a turnover. Francis slow to get up. He does finally get up. Sprinting back into the play, but Ferguson gives it off to Callan, back to Ferguson. Ferguson to Sawicki. Sawicki, 3-pointer on the way. No good. Almost called that no good too soon.
Yeah, he kind of bounced around the rim there for a couple bounces.
Splain up to App. App tried to pass it back to Francis. And then on the other end, battling for it is Sawicki. Gets it out to Kemmer. Kemmer drills another Allegheny electric 3, and it's a 21-point lead.
He's been automatic. That's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc.
He banked the first one home and then drilled the next 2. There's Francis. Francis out to Splain. Splain will try to answer. He does with his own Allegheny electric 3, and his coach will take a timeout here. We'll take it with him. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
A good garbage company is like a good sixth man. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and operated and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered.
You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddies can do that too. Like Daddies on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Halfway through the Tap and Play Plus third quarter, still an 18-point lead for Clarion-Limestone, making a statement right now over the undefeated Otto-Eldred Terrors, 40-22.
They definitely are, Chris. Otto full court press here, trying to create some turnovers.
And that's going to be kicked out of bounds by Thomas. And if you're Otto, you've got to go right now. You can't, you want to get this down to 10 or so right before the end of the quarter if you really want a legit shot in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you can't start the fourth quarter being down 15, 20 points. You just can't do it.
There's Rankin, and now we're going to get a timeout called by CL. We'll take it with them.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Back here after that Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout. Clarion-Limestone basketball up 18 here with 3:48 to go in the Tap and Play Plus third quarter. That ball is kicked. 17-3, I think, was the opening run.
Yes.
And that pretty much just set the tone. I mean, the game's been fairly even since then, but once you're down 17-3, if you're Otto, you can't play even anymore.
That's a tough hole to dig out of.
Here's Craig. Craig gets tipped by Splain, but Kemmer originally corralled it and then lost it.
I mean, Otto's getting some breaks, some turnovers. They're just not capitalizing on those turnovers.
Shenfield over to Splain, Manning Splain, Davey Shenfield. Here's Francis, back to Splain. Shenfield with it now. Shenfield tried to throw one pass too many, and it's intercepted by Rankin, and then Jack Craig fell down, and that allowed Sheen Thomas to intercept the pass as they were trying to fast break. Francis to Splain. Splain, three-pointer in the air. Good. Allegheny electric three from Manning Splain. That's his third triple of the game.
He is keeping them in this game, Chris.
He's now got 11. Kemmer to Craig. Jack Craig hands it off to little brother Paul. Paul to Kemmer. Kemmer wants another three. Oh my goodness. Cohen Kemmer is having the game of his life.
4 for 4 from beyond the arc.
He's got 14.
He didn't even hesitate. He just grabbed it and shot it.
Splain the other side, lays it up and in. And now the ball's on the ground. Otto had a chance for it. They're all grabbing, and now we're going to get a held ball as two Otto-Eldred guys were holding it together. I guess technically that should be a walk, not a held ball, but
did they call it for a jump ball?
They did. Pretty sure they did.
Yeah, they're
changing the. So it's a pizza possession arrow, CL basketball. Now Francis kicks that ball out of bounds. And now we're going to get a hold and a foul on Otto.
I think 33. That's going to be Isaiah Demick.
It'll be his third if it is on him.
Yes, it is. His third. And he came out of the game.
easily a season high and probably a career high for Kellen Kemmer. Here's Craig. Craig, little floater, no good. Rebounded by Caldwell. Caldwell gives it off to Splain. Manning Splain lays it up, won't get it to go, but he will go to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
Nice take down the middle. He was hoping that went in so he could have an old school three-point play, but it just didn't go in. That foul was on Paul Craig, his second.
Cohen Kemmer's season high was 7 coming into the game.
Oh, my. So he's doubled it up.
Francis hits the first from the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line.
Short. Oh, it goes in.
It rolls on in for Francis that time.
His full court press is giving CL
Down
some
to,
fits.
down to 14 now. And Shenfield almost took it away, but doesn't.
Boy, good hustle.
And now another steal by Otto. Here come the Terrors. If they can hit one here, they could get within 11. Thomas thought about the three. Instead gets it to Splain. He wants the three. It's a little short, though. That'd have been a big shot there
Boy,
for
sure
Otto. Now Ferguson wants to push. Ferguson all the way. Ooh, they're going to get a block on Thomas. And Thomas is saying he's going all the way up. Terry Dryhop, I think you agree with him.
That's a tough call. Tough call. He was pointing at the sky. That's a tough one to make, but that's why I'm sitting up here, Chris.
That'll be his first. Team's fourth. Ferguson gets it to roll. Gets them both. And now CL with the steal. Ferguson has it. Ferguson gives it off to Paul Craig. Paul Craig will go to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair. So just when it looked like Otto was getting back in the game, here come the Lions.
Yeah, they had it down to 13. Now we're at 16 with these two. If he makes them, they're back to 18.
It's the second on Thomas now. Craig, though, misses the first free throw.
Very impressed with what I've seen out of CL today, Chris.
Paul Craig's second one is up. This one also rattles out. So missed opportunity there possibly for the Lions. There's Shenfield to Francis, back to Shenfield. Shenfield to Thomas with 39 seconds. Thomas wants to go. Thomas will get fouled. It'll be on the floor. But he will go to the line because that is the fifth on CL.
That was on Jace Ferguson. That's his fourth, Chris.
Wow, that is a big one on Ferguson, picking up his fourth there with 37.3 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Thomas to shoot a pair. Another missed free throw, though.
Boy, that's what, 6 or 7 they've missed, Chris?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Thomas to take another one. Hard to come back when you're missing free throws.
Boy, it's tough.
Gets that one to go. Jack Craig across the timeline, hands it off to Paul Craig. Paul Craig picked up by Francis. Paul Craig goes around everybody and lays it up and in.
What a drive. Great penetration.
He went around 3 guys to get that. Here's Francis. Francis to Thomas. Thomas back to Francis with 12. Francis, wow,
nice
shot.
move.
I don't know how he got it to go, but he did.
What a great move that was. 1 second, shot up. It could go.
So we'll go to the fourth quarter with Clarion-Limestone still leading by 15. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. For residential and commercial construction services you can trust, call Delta Contracting and Design Incorporated in Strattonville today at 814-764-5506. Or if it's concrete and excavating work you need done, then call Ace Concrete and Excavating at 814-764-5551. More on both Delta Contracting and Design and Ace Concrete and Excavating can be found at delcondesign.com. That's DELCON design.com.
Back here on the Pizza Hut possession arrow, it is Otto-Eldred basketball as we start the Verischetti Holdings fourth quarter. Francis with it. Francis takes a three, no good. Rebounded by Jack Callan. Francis and Caldwell kind of collided there. Here's Paul Craig. No good. Rebounded, though, by Cohen Kemmer. Cohen Kemmer is having himself a career night. Here's Jack Craig. Jack Craig all the way to the hoop.
Well, I'll tell you what, their penetration is keeping them and extending this lead. Just hats off to them.
Back up 19. It's Caldwell. Caldwell, tough shot, good.
I'd like to see more of that in the next 7 minutes. Get the ball inside.
At what point, I mean, obviously you're trying to win the game, but at what point do you start trying stuff because you think you're probably going to play them again?
Right.
And you've got to find out what works. Here's Callan. Callan's going to get fouled. He'll go to the Tenessa Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair. And I'm not trying to say that Otto can't win the game, but at the same point in time, there is a point where you've got to find out what works because you're probably going to see Clarion-Limestone somewhere along the line, or at least you hope. I mean, Double A is tough.
Right.
You've got Carn City in there. You've got Red Bank in there. So, you know, if nothing else, this is going to be a little bit of a wake-up call for Otto-Eldred because there's some teams in the KSAC that have been battling each other all year that are going to make some noise in Double A. And it really does start, I think, with Red Bank, CL, and Carn City. And
Right.
three of those teams go to the state playoffs. And if you're Otto-Eldred, all of a sudden, you know, what you thought was maybe a sure number one seed may not be that anymore because now Red Bank Valley's watching this game thinking, hey, we've got a great shot at the top seed now. Thomas, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Jack Craig. And he's going to be fouled by Splain. And, you know, I just wonder, they're coming off, Otto is, a couple of games where they won 71-19 over Northern Potter. They won 74-21 over Port Allegheny. And is it possible that you pick up some bad habits in games like that?
Well, I think you pick up bad habits and you just lose a little bit of intensity because you don't have to play hard.
Kemmer with the basketball, now to Craig. Jack Craig can't get it to go, but right to Jack Callan for the Larson's Garbage Service offensive rebound and put back. And now it is an 18-point lead again.
I mean, Otto had two people under
And
the
now a
hoop.
steal by Jack Craig to Kemmer. Kemmer lays it up and in. And CL is up by 20. 16 points for Cohen Kemmer, who scored 13 all of last season. Here's Caldwell. Caldwell, no good. Rebounded by Kemmer.
See, to me, Chris, right there is an example. He got the ball in the key, and instead of going hard to the basket, he tried a little hook shot. Take it to the hoop. Make it, maybe get a chance to get fouled.
Kemmer to Rankin, now off to Craig. Jack Craig to Kemmer.
Oh, I thought he was going to take that, Chris.
And it's knocked out of bounds by Splain.
In the way he's shooting tonight, I don't blame him if he takes it.
As Ferguson returns.
Jared Openrader in for Otto-Eldred.
So Obenrader in for the first time. Grandson of your former assistant coach, Terry Obenrader.
Yes. See, I don't think you can call a jump ball there. He was wrapped all around his neck. Oh, they did. They called a jump ball.
And on the Pizza possession arrow, it is Clarion-Limestone basketball.
I always used to question that as a coach, Chris. When somebody dives on top of you to try to get a jump ball, is that really trying to get a jump ball, or is that actually a foul?
Probably should be a foul.
Well, it never went that way for me, Chris, just so you know.
Again, why I'm up here and they're down there.
Exactly.
Ferguson with the basketball. Ferguson dribbled a little too much there.
But they just can't.
And we're going to get another held ball. And on the Pizza Hut possession area, it's Otto-Eldred ball. Nobody out pizzas the Hut, Terry. PizzaHut.com. Pizza Hut St. Mary's. Pizza Hut Clarion. Pizza Hut Brookville.
I love the Hut.
What's your favorite at the Hut?
Oh, the breadsticks by far. By far. Sometimes that's usually my meal is the breadsticks.
And a turnover by Shenfield as he was trapped along the sideline. I think Obenrader thought it was going to be Otto ball. This is an impressive performance by Clarion-Limestone today.
Absolutely, both offensively and defensively.
They are sending a message to all of District 9 right now, I think. This is an Otto-Eldred team that went to the state semifinals last year and returned almost all of those players, and yet Clarion-Limestone seems to have their number. Jack Craig hands it off to Sawicki. Jesse Sawicki will now hand it off to Ferguson.
And I think Clarion-Limestone's content with just milking a little clock until they get a wide open layup.
Ferguson can't get it to go, but he gets his own rebound, and then he gets fouled. And he's going to go to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
I mean, this game's going to do good for both teams. For CL, it's going to show them just how good of a team they are. In Otto, it's going to say this is what we need to improve to get better.
Ferguson hits the first on the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line. I mean, think about this. Otto came in averaging 66.3 points a game. They've got 34 right now.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, Chris, they've struggled from the get-go. From the tip, they struggled shooting the ball. And you have days like that.
Aaron Milliron checks in for CL as Patrick Craig going a little deeper on his bench now as Ferguson hits the second one. Ferguson has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points.
He's played a nice game.
He's run the show as he always does very well. His contributions show up more than just in scoring.
Exactly.
Shenfield with it.
I mean, Otto has struggled to get really wide open looks all day today.
Shenfield forces a three, and he hits the Allegheny Electric three-pointer.
Really nice shot.
Still a 19-point lead, though, for the Lions here in the Veriskitty Holdings fourth quarter. And then Callan can't get it to go, gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in as he cleaned up the trash, and Larson's garbage service came and takes it away. Good garbage service, like a good six-man. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one, Terry.
Exactly.
Obenrader with it. Obenrader to Shenfield. And I think what's really telling is that, as Shenfield drills another Allegheny Electric three. And now we're going to have a conversation between Caldwell and Callan and referee Roger Walter. You obviously saw something going on there.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
But I was about to say, what's telling is you look at who's out there, and Otto-Eldred's basically saying, hey, we did not play very good today, and our starters are off.
Yep.
The off now. As Gavin Deming is in, Coy Van Scooter.
And two, in a coach in this kind of a game, you want to make sure that your kids don't get hurt either.
Emick back in. Obenrader. Here's Milliron. Milliron gets it off to Craig. That's Paul Craig. Paul Craig can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. That time it was by Rankin. He can't get it to fall. And then
oh boy,
Shenfield
it's one of them days.
One
of them days, Chris.
2.5 to go. Clarion-Limestone has made a statement today.
Well, and it started 17-3 right off the bat, and Otto just really hasn't been able to cut too much into that.
Now, foul here on Shenfield.
And again, sometimes when you start the game poorly, it's hard to dig back out of that hole.
And checking in for the Lions is, I'm going to screw up his first name, Cothan Smith.
That's what I would say.
Apologize. We'll find out how to pronounce Mr. Smith's last name.
Nice cut.
Of course, he's got it right now, and he walked. Hey, you don't have to walk in the game. Walk to Warren County, PA. Well, that might be a little bit of a far walk from here, but travel to Warren County, PA.
You can get there from here.
WCVB.net/events, the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Demick with it. Demick
lost it.
Lost it, and we're going to get a quick jump in on the Pizza Hut possession arrow. It goes back to CL. Nobody out Pizza the Hut. PizzaHut.com. Terry Dry Hops Breadsticks.
Gotta love them.
I like to go in every once. You know what I miss? I miss getting the personal pan pizza that actually came in the pan.
Me too.
That was always that back in the day. That was the coolest. Still tastes good, but it's just, you know.
Do you remember when you could go in for lunch and if you didn't get it within 5 minutes, it was free or something silly like that?
Paul Craig will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
The thing would come out so hot it'd burn your fingers as you tried to get it out of there.
I'm hungry, Terry. I'm hungry. Got choices between Pizza Hut and Daddy's right now. Daddy's looked like he had some fantastic Saturday afternoon specials going on, too. There was some pork. There was some tacos. Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion's my go-to. Demick with it.
See, I just don't know why he doesn't keep penetrating on that.
Shenfield back to Demick. Demick wants the three. No good. Rebound comes into the hands of Demick. And then Demick drills an Allegheny Electric three-pointer.
That's a nice shot from the wing.
That is the one thing. They have hit some threes tonight. They've hit 7, but they've probably taken about 24.
Yeah. And unfortunately, if half your points are coming from three-pointers.
Now Paul Craig can't get it to go. Rebounded, though, by Hepful. It's on the ground, and Otto-Eldred comes up with it.
Nice play by Jared Openrader, diving on that and getting rid of it.
Demick can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Reese Runyon into the game for the Lions. So both teams have gone deep into their benches tonight as CL has held the advantage from the beginning. Going to finish here with a big win for the Lions. And again, I think the team that's the happiest might be Red Bank Valley right now because it really sets the Bulldogs up for an opportunity to maybe say, hey, we've got reason to have that number 1 seed if we keep winning.
Right, exactly.
We're going to get an offensive foul here as Aaron Milliron kind of tucked that like a football.
I like the idea of penetrating, going to the hoop, but he literally was holding it like a running back when he was going through the key.
Final 20 seconds here. Verischetti Holdings fourth quarter. Guardian Healthcare, one of those companies in Verischetti Holdings, is Gene Shenfield misses, and now Craig with the rebound. And that's going to do it. A big win for Clarion-Limestone over previously undefeated Otto-Eldred, 60-43. We'll be back with our Potter County Family Campground post-game show, including our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game after these messages.
You're watching high school sports on the YDL Sports Network.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
We're back here. It's time for the Potter County Family Campground post-game show. Potter County Family Campground, camping in God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. Time to name our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. AlleghenyGrill.com. You're looking at him. It's Cohen Kemmer, career high, 16 points. It's now time to interview Cohen on the Cole Orthodontic Associate post-game interview. Cole Orthodontic Associates with convenient locations in Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, where you too can get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates, colesmiles.net. Cohen just mentioned it. Career game for you, 16 points. You'd never scored in double digits before. What does this feel like right now?
I mean, it feels amazing. I mean, the team came out and hustled all game, and we were non-stop pressure, and that's what we wanted to do.
You got up on them 17-3. You guys couldn't have drawn that up any better, could you have?
No, that was what we wanted to do. We wanted to come out physical and dominate from the start.
Your first three you banked in. Did you call it?
No, I did not. I was like, oh, no, it's not going in. And then it went in. I was like, okay, that's good.
It seemed like, though, that gave you a lot of confidence hitting that three.
After that, I was like, okay, if I get an open shot, I'm going to take it now.
With I call him the Triple J attack of the two Jacks and Jace. Yeah. But, when a player like you then adds to that, how much tougher does that make you guys when you have a game like you had tonight?
Yeah, I mean, when everybody's shooting, like the other night, Paul was making everything. I mean, when everybody's clicking and all cylinders, we're pretty hard to beat.
They came in with a 28-game regular season win streak, 13-0, getting all the accolades. You guys were 7-7, but boy, you guys have been playing a lot better here over the last month, really since the Christmas break. Talk a little bit about how you feel this team is playing right now.
Yeah, we had a really tough schedule to start the season, but we knew that the second half of the season we needed to pick it up, and we knew we could. This team is tough. We knew it was going to be a tough game, but we came out on all cylinders.
Just playing some of those tough games, seeing some of the tough losses, how you got?
I mean, it's made us better. I mean, taking tough losses like that make us better every day.
Thanks, Cohen, for joining us. Congratulations on being named the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Player of the Game. Folks, we'll be back with a wrap-up right after this.
A good garbage company is like a good sixth man. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and operated and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Are you ready for a new home? Building a new home has never been easier when you use Showcase Homes. Customize the home of your dream with our modular components and let the Showcase Homes team of experienced home builders bring your dream to life. From design to construction, the Showcase team has more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Showcase Homes is your experienced new home builders in Butler, Grove City, Slippery Rock, Clarion, and all of Western Pennsylvania. At Showcase Homes, we bring your dreams to life. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
8, 10, 12. Back here in our Potter County Family Campground post-game show, time for our All-American Awards and Engraving final statistics. These are all unofficial. For Otto-Eldred, Manning Splain with 13, Landon Francis with 12, Davey Schenfeld with 7. Sorry, Davey, I'm struggling badly with your name today. Sheen Thomas with 5, Gavin Deming with 3, Brax Caldwell with 2, and Isaac Demsick with 1. For Clarion-Limestone, Jace Ferguson with 10, Jesse Sawicki with 4, Paul Craig with 4, Ty Rankin with 2, 6, 8, 9, 12 for Jack Callan, 12 for Jack Craig, and 16 for Kellen Cameron. That's 60-43. Terry, District 9 Class AA just got turned on its side.
For lack of a better word. Coach Craig for CL's got to be extremely happy with the way his kids played today. They came out hot. They came out with pressure. They came out shooting the ball well, and when you jump out to a 17-3 lead in that first quarter, other teams really got to change the way they play to keep going forward.
And what do you do if you're Otto-Eldred and Derek Francis? Where do you go from here?
Well, I think you got to look at the film, first of all. I mean, I think he's going to see some things that they need to improve on. One, they got to get the ball inside. They relied on that three-point shot a lot today. And, you know, that may work some places, but when you're playing against a team with the caliber of Clarion-Limestone or maybe the caliber of Red Bank or another team like that, you got to have two emphasis to your game. One being shooting, another being getting the ball inside. And I really think they need to get that into their arsenal going forward.
Well, you know, if you're Otto-Eldred, you can look at the bright side. It's better to lose this game today in the regular season than lose it in the playoffs.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Well, folks, that'll do it for us. We want a special thanks, shout out to Brad Frazier here at Clarion-Limestone for the hospitality. And don't forget, the Andy Close should be getting close to airtime as Red Bank Valley plays Du Bois Central Catholic in another big basketball game. That on the girls' side from Penn State Du Bois. He'll have that very shortly if he's not already on the air. For Terry Dryhop, this is Chris Rossetti saying good afternoon.